In recent days, I have been asked a lot of questions, most which have absolutely nothing to do with the issues that we must discuss. But a question that keeps standing out to me is people who ask me, Lumumba, what is behind you? Who is behind you? What makes you so unafraid to say the things which you are saying? Tonight, I want to answer that question. I rely on the most important empowerment tool that this country has, which is a tool the president of this country delivered. That tool is called the Constitution. Let me begin by explaining why I still support and continue to support President Robert Gabriel Mugabe. It is this constitution that allows him to be in office. He was voted for by the people of this country. I support the people of this country. I support my president. I do not support all the ministers who are in government, especially when they stop serving the people of this country, which is their constitutional obligation and mandate. It is this constitution that allows me to question the legitimacy of government action. Now, relying on the constitution brings me to another very important issue. In recent weeks, the Minister of Youth, Indigenization, Economic Empowerment has gone around the country talking to young people about empowerment. He was booed at the National University of Science and Technology in Zhuwayo. He was booed by the young people in Masvingo when he went to the universities there. In the year that he has been in office, he has done one thing: absolutely nothing. With that said, Minister Patrick Zhuwawo, you must resign. You are the single biggest national security risk we have in this country. This week, the governor of the Reserve Bank announced that in 2 months' time, Zimbabwe will be using bond notes. Let me tell you how we got here. One man got us here: Minister of Youth, Indigenization, and Economic Empowerment. He has managed to frustrate and scare the whole market so much that the public is no longer trusting the banks. They're moving their money out of the banks because they believe the banks are going to be taken over. This is the reason we are in trouble. This man has to go. Your job was to empower this country. You have done the exact opposite. You have disempowered this country. You're not only failing to solve the problem, you are making the problem worse. Over the next couple of days, I'm putting together a plan that I will be taking to the president of this country. He's the only man I can trust. This plan will speak to how we can create the 2.2 million jobs we promised you we were going to create over the next 2 years. This plan will be speaking to about creating 1 million of those jobs over the next 100 days. This plan will speak to how we can empower 5,000 businesses before this year is over. This plan will speak about how we get our young people prepared for a future that actually is real. Because currently we have an education system that prepares our young people for a future that does not exist. After I submit this plan to the president, I'll be taking a tour around the country. I'll be meeting with young people at universities, youth centers, from youth associations, church groups, where we will discuss this plan. We will improve it together. We will work on it until it is a perfectible plan. There is a question I want to ask the minister. In fact, there is a question I want you to ask every government official who you voted for or every government official who you meet. Where is the empowerment? That's the question. Stop talking about Lumumba. Stop talking about issues that don't matter. We're focusing on the wrong thing. One question: where is the empowerment? You voted so that we make your lives better. Have we made your life better? Where is the empowerment? I know many of you have been sharing my videos. Thank you. Honestly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Let us keep on sharing these videos. I will keep digging deep into how this country is run. We will reform this country. We cannot leave it to anybody else. I'm setting up the National Youth Development Agency, which is the coming together of young people who have ideas that they feel need to be accommodated to move this country forward. We can't move this country forward without your ideas. If you're interested, join the meetings we will be having and contact me on the number that I'm putting on the screen. The president of this country, the war veterans of this country, most of them who died in war, they died for a reason: to make your life better, to make my life better. We must not allow these men to run away with the show. So remember, they will do everything to try and distract you, to start talking about the wrong message, keep coming back to this one question: where is the empowerment?